Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you download our app on iTunes and Android. Now politic with my homie DJ AmRo. What's good, man?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
All right, so DJ AmRo is Amani from Murph Nadir. He did some branding, name changing, and all that. So let us know how you've been doing. That's been a while.
It's been a while. You know, we started Murph Nadir like over 9 years ago. That's crazy. And so had a nice run of about 4 or 5 years, and then I started DJing more full time, which took up more of my time. So I had to take a pause from Birthday Dear, but still out there, just DJing and making remixes and just trying to make it happen. So that's where we are right now.
So how did you end up DJing? Like, how did you acquire the additional skills and knowledge needed to DJ?
So when we first started the show, that really got me kind of a good start, and then I started DJing at different small events and different bars and stuff, and then one of my closest friends, he said, you know what, you should check out Scratch Academy. It's a DJ school. So I went there and, started going to classes there and went through both their programs, both the DJ program and the music production program. And that really kind of gave me a great foundation to kind of take the skills to the next level and then just keep going from there.
And then how long is the Scratch Academy?
So Scratch Academy, for me, it took me about a year because you go through about 6 or 7 classes. You have to pass certain classes, and if you don't pass, you have to keep going. So that one, the first program took me about a year. The production program took me about 10 months.
Okay. So what are you up to now? Like you saying you're DJing, producing. So where can they check all your stuff out?
So they can check me out like online. So Instagram is like Amani Experience. So my first name, AMANI Experience. And that's for Facebook as well. And then Twitter is AHR19. I'm still keeping that one from when I first started. So that's how you catch me online. And now, I DJ corporate events. I DJ private events, like, weddings, social things like that. Like last night I was at a bar in Venice. So I do like clubs and bars as well. Then I teach people how to DJ also. So like if people want to learn, we can, I can come to their homes. They can come to my studio. I teach them lessons. I do team building. So, like, if there's a company and you want to do a cool team building activity instead of maybe the traditional ropes exercises, I do that also. And then I create original music for, like, commercials and videos. So, like, someone has a commercial and they want something besides stock music, I can create that as well. And then what we're really trying to get into is do official remixes for artists. Like, when record companies hire us to remix maybe with some of their artists in a certain genre, we do that as well. So that's kind of everything we cover.
And where do you have your mixes at? Where can they hear those at?
So the best place to hear them, and I'll send you a link, is on YouTube. I have to check my YouTube link. I'll find my YouTube link and send it to you because I can post them all up on YouTube, and most of the time, hopefully, knock on wood, they don't get taken down. SoundCloud is a little funny if you don't have official permission from the record company. They take them down. So I have them up on YouTube. I'll share the link with you there. And then also I'm getting ready to release, as soon as we finish our next remix, I have a remix partner, and our little collaboration is called A Starter Jacket, because it's like an ode to the 90s. I'm getting ready to release an EP, probably a 10 remix EP of the 10 remixes, most recent 10 remixes we've done. So that hopefully will come out, if now it's July, early July, hopefully by end of July. So that's what we're working on next.
Okay. And how important is social media with the things you do? Is it important? It's not? Or?
No, it's definitely important. I think that, it's always good to have like a home base where people can find you and know where you're DJing, know the latest remixes you've done, kind of know what you're up to, but also kind of understand you as a person outside of what you do. So, whether, I love sports, and we met kind of through video games and cooking and reading. So I try to, have a great social media presence, but also sprinkle in some things about me personally so it's not always just business or whatever. So people can kind of get to know me outside of remixing and DJing.
What's your favorite platform?
So me, I love Twitter because that's kind of what I started on. So Twitter is really popular. It's far-reaching. It's free still right now. So like Twitter, and then Instagram is cool as well. And then I like some other platforms too. Like Reddit is cool, especially if you're genuine, you give back to the community. I like that one. I like Quora. And then of course you have the traditional Facebook as well. But those 3 or 4 between Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Quora, those are kind of 4 I like. And I make sure that I do that. I love YouTube as well. YouTube, like the second biggest search engine in the world. So that's the gold mine. And I'm just trying to keep a lot of my content on there as much as possible too.
Okay. Like you was talking about a little earlier, what are some of your interests and hobbies outside of music, DJing, stuff like that? What you like to do?
Yeah. So I'm big like soccer. I love to play soccer. So I do that a couple of times a week. Watch it as well. I'm into cooking. So, I can work it out in the kitchen if I need to. So that as well. And I'm a big reader. Especially like the last 4 or 5 years, I kind of rediscovered my reading kind of passion. And so I've been reading a lot of books. I like that as well. And then I have a dog I got to take care of, so she keeps me busy also. So between those 3 or 4 things, that kind of keeps me busy.
Now, you actually went to the World Cup, right?
I've been to 2 World Cups. I went to the World Cup in 2010 in South Africa, and I went in 2014 in Brazil. So that was amazing experiences in both places. Like it was really, really good. So I highly recommend it. The next one's in Russia. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to Russia. We'll see. But but those were awesome experiences. So ready to figure out which the next one I'm gonna go to.
All right. And what advice would you give to any aspiring DJ, producer? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's not easy. It's fun, but definitely stick with it because it's really, really hard. There's no such thing I want to say as an overnight sensation. Like a lot of times you'll see these DJs that are big and making a lot of money at these big shows, but what you don't see is the work that they've been doing for years and years beforehand. Whether they're producing a lot of music and some of the music is not the best, but you have to produce all the other stuff to get to the good stuff. So just stick with it. Definitely collaborate with lots of people. You can't do it alone. Like you really need to kind of get people along the way to help you. Like you're a good example. Like you helped me. You showed me how to do that podcast, which kind of was my springboard to doing more musically creative things. Then I got into DJ, and I have a group of DJ friends and colleagues that we push each other, so that's good. And I would say also it's good to invest in yourself. Like whether you take classes, like I took Scratch Academy twice. That wasn't cheap, but that was a good investment because now it's propelled my career in really a great trajectory. So invest in yourself, and then along the way, continue to invest in yourself with whether it be business coaches, just coaches, or like for me, I take piano lessons every week. So that just helps me grow tremendously just by learning a new instrument because I grew up playing the saxophone. So I'm learning a new instrument, but it also helps me make sure that my remixes are harmonically correct. So I say that. And then the third thing I'd say is like self-care is important, like especially in the DJ world. Like we work hard, we work late nights, there's a lot of alcohol involved and stuff, so make sure you kind of take care of yourself health-wise, rest, and because I see a lot of DJs get burned out and stuff. So those would kind of be the 3 or 4 kind of tips I would share right now.
And I would say, so how is it possible that the regular DJ per se can compete with the celebrity DJs now? I saw like Shaq's a DJ, Snoop's a DJ, MC Light's a DJ. So, you know what I'm saying? They already got that fame. So how or I even not think Paris Hilton or somebody was a DJ. So how can you compete with that?
Interesting, like with celebrity DJs and everything, my advice would be like kind of practice your craft and keep working your craft and like not really stay in your lane, but you shouldn't really compare because the celebrities are coming from a whole different world in terms of their exposure, their experience, their accolades. So I like to tell people like, sure you have shit, these celebrity DJs, but you can always them. You can be like their opening DJ, their closing DJ, and then you never know. Like if you have an open mind, like you can end up collaborating with them and things like that. So you can do that. And then sometimes, if some celebrities are serious, they'll want to learn specific skills. So showing them and teaching them and things. So my advice would be have an open mind, kind of understand that that's part of the game. Like, they're going to get all the biggest kind of names or words on the billboard and stuff. But, there's always opportunity out there for you to open. You can close for them. You can collaborate, maybe produce with them. So just have an open mind. Try not to compare because, that's not the best thing to do, although it's very hard not to compare. And just keep working on your craft and try not to let that kind of affect you. It's hard. I get it. I know. I've been there. It's hard, but try to do your best to kind of stay focused.
And I want you to share us a life hack that you learned that you apply to your life.
A life hack that I learned that I applied to my life. I would say, for me, a new life hack that I've learned is that I discovered that many, many of the most successful people in the world, whether it be musicians, writers, artists, business people, tech people, the most successful people, they always journal in the morning. Like as soon as they wake up, they write in a journal, whether it be for 10 minutes, just to unload kind of their brain after they sleep. So that's something I started doing, and so I really enjoyed that. So that would be the one life hack that I enjoy. And I also try to I practice my piano and scratching and like DJ stuff for like an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning before I even touch my email and stuff. And that's been very successful as well, just helping me kind of get it done, so make sure I get it done, but also kind of calm my nerves in the morning.
All right, man. I want to say thank you for coming through Politic with me. It's been a while.
It's been a while. We have to make sure it doesn't, the time lapse isn't as long for the next time. But I appreciate it, and just shout out to you, because you were the one that got me started with my company, like DJing and stuff, with the Mirth Nadir show, and show me how to do it. So I always tell people that story, so I always give you props. So I just want to tell you in person or on the show, thanks for helping me get started and pushing me along the way. I'll never forget that. So thank you.
So I'm still waiting on my check though. What's up?
Wait on my check too, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming.
All right. Can you tell them you gave them your social media earlier, but can you just tell them how to contact you, where you at?
Yeah. So my website is AmaniExperience.com. My first name is A, M as in Mary, A, M as in Nancy, I. So that's one word. That's Amani Experience is my Instagram as well. Twitter is AHR19, Apple Henry Robert 19. And then Facebook, you can find me on like DJ AmRo 1 or Amani Experience. That's it. And YouTube, I got to figure out my YouTube. I don't know the exact link, but I'll find that out and send that to you as well, because that's where you can see a lot of my remixes, because it's really challenging in terms of putting them up on SoundCloud. So I'll share that YouTube link as well with you also.
PoPolitickin.com.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.